Welcome back to Eye on the Money, and today we're talking about how you can monetize your talent. Kristen, before we went to break, you had done an amazing job at helping us understand, first of all, how you can identify your talent, how you can, what should I say, make sure you're like build up on your talents, make sure you get so much better and become like an expert in your talent. And you are also giving us tips on how you can make yourself marketable even amongst other people who might have the same talent as you. Now I'll start the second part by asking, we've seen a situation where some people are so passionate about their talent and they're so hell-bent on pursuing that talent and making money out of it no matter the cost, and in turn you end up splurging so much. For example, I'm a budding upcoming artist. I believe so much in my work. I pay for studio time. I release songs out. I put so much out there, and in the end I end up going broke or losing so much in pursuit of my talent. What would you say about that? How then can you go ahead to identify your gift, pursue your talent, and make money out of it minus going broke?
Okay. What you allude to is being so skilled in one area and not skilled in another. Okay? So that, for example, if I'm this musician, I'm great at music, but knowledge in music alone is not going to get me there. Okay? Interestingly, I work in a company called Soft Skills Limited. You need soft skills. All right, your technical skills are the music, are the broadcasting, are the being a chef.
Right.
That's your technical skill, gets your foot in the door. After that, you need soft skills. You will need knowledge in finance. You will need people skills. You will need to know how to put together the right kind of people to be able to work together. Cooperation. You will need, if you can work together with others, because no one succeeds in an isolation. Remember you were saying that before we went on air? I'm not going to be an island and succeed. I'm going to make money on planet Earth. I'll have to transact with people. So ways of not getting broke as you pursue your talent is to also sharpen your soft skills. Be very good at what you're good at, but on the side, you have to have good people skills, you have to have good money management skills, you have to have other skills that will, how do you build up a business?
And how do I build up on these skills? Does it mean I have to go back to the school? Does that mean I have to get in help on the side?
I think that's where we go wrong a lot. We tend to think that you gather knowledge by going to traditional school. Talk to people. Talk to people. There's information all around. Learn to ask questions. Find somebody who is good at what you're trying to do and talk to them. You'll be surprised people will be willing to help.
Right.
Yeah, just ask. Just ask. If I don't know how, I can start a restaurant, and for example, and let's use that as an example. My gift is in cooking. I like to cook. I am this great chef, all right? I do not know how to run a kitchen. I do not know how to purchase properly.
Right.
I do not know where to locate a business. I do not know how to hire staff.
All I know is to make a great meal.
Now, that in and of itself does not a great restaurant make, all right?
Right.
I'll have to work with other people. Now, for example, if you had skills of franchising, for example, and you're able to buy a franchise, if you have financial skills to bring in investors to run the business, if you had good people skills to set up a board of directors who will help with the business know-how, all right, that will help, all right? So the way I would ensure against getting broke on my gift is I would assemble a set of skills. That may not be in my own head, they might be in other people's heads. Because I look at business this way. Bake a large cake. Let a lot of people have an in on your large cake. Whenever you're trying to make money alone, you fail. That has been my observation. Yeah.
Kristen, you're also the author of a book on identifying your talent.
Yeah.
What are some of the valuable insights that someone who's trying to, again, as our conversation we're having today, leverage on their talent, what are some of the tips that someone can take from that book and go ahead to make money?
All right, my book is entitled Play to Win. Find and take advantage of your unfair advantage, all right? And first of all, I give tips on how do you identify your talent. We talked about that at the beginning. What do you spend your free time doing? What would you do for free? What have people complimented you for doing? What did you get in trouble for as a child?
Right.
That might point you to where your gift is. Now, once you've identified what your gift is, you then want to grow the gift. Don't sit on the gift. All right, you want to grow the gift, and the way you grow the gift is becoming the best at whatever that thing is. Now, there's other pitfalls that you want to take care of. For example, be very, very careful how you spend your time. The one thing God gave us all equally is time. The difference between people who make it and people don't is how you spend your time. So spend as much time as you can on the positive towards building your gift and your business or your interest, whatever that may be. Spend much more time on that than on other fancy things that you could do with your time.
Right.
All right? Mind your company. The world abounds with naysayers, especially when your idea is still young, when you're still trying to grow yourself. You want to be very, very careful who you're around. Don't be around the people who tell you it can't be
And
done.
people
Of
don't
course
even
it can't be
realize that.
done. No one has my gift.
Right.
No one has done
Unless
me.
I do it, it
So
can't be
if you're
done.
telling me I can't do this, you're stating the obvious. I can't. I soon will.
Right.
I soon will. So do not find people who will suck energy out of you. Don't spend time, and I don't care that they're in your family. Don't spend time with people who are sucking the blood out of you. Find people who are encouragers. Find people with an attitude, we can do this. Those are the kinds of people you want to hang out with. So how you spend your time, who you spend your time with are some of the things that you can do. Become a giver. Another reason why we fail, I like to give this example. I knew a guy once who was gifted. He was our graphics artist. I worked at a magazine at the time.
Right.
And he was our graphics guy. He used to do our graphics. And he said, you know what my passion is? You know what my excellence is? Is cartooning. I was like, oh, that's beautiful. Draw a cartoon every month. I'll carry it in the magazine. I won't pay you extra, but I'll put full
I'll give
credits.
exposure. Yeah.
Completely, I'll put your full name and contacts. He said, unless you're paying me for it, I won't. I thought to myself, what a loss. What a loss. That's at least 10 years ago. I still get people calling me who are reading that magazine. A magazine has a lifetime. You know, somebody in some waiting room somewhere comes across that magazine and calls me. It's been 10 years since I was in that magazine. If I had put that guy's cartoons on that, you never know what doors it would have opened. Be willing to do it for free. When I was learning to be a speaker, the first thing I learned is speak for free. It's what I love to do. It's what I'm gifted in doing. But no one will pay you the first day. So be willing to do something for free. Again, I realize we're talking about making money. I realize that money is the most important thing next to oxygen. I'm all of that.
Right.
But we shouldn't think short term when we think money. There's things I do right now for free that will probably make me money in 20 years. Focused so much. I like the analogy of the Chinese bamboo.
Right.
For 5 years, work with no evidence. Because when it begins to shoot, it's up in 2 days. Yeah.
I have nothing to add. It was so worth the runaround that you gave me.
I'm here.
Thank you very much for coming onto the show and providing
You're
such valuable
welcome. You're
insight on a
welcome.
topic that so many people don't even think about. People don't know that they can actually leverage on their talents and make money and enjoy themselves while doing it. You've been great. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. I hope I can have you back again, this time with ease.
Love
I
to.
hope you've had a good time.
I have. Thank you so much.
Well, we've come to the end of the show, but I'll leave you with a financial tip. Take the plunge. For many who are scared of the cost of starting their own business, there are multiple ways to start earning from your skills and talents with little or no overhead costs. Be sure to keep in mind that your success depends as much on your skills as it does on your ability to help others using this skill, either by providing them with great products or by transmitting your knowledge to them. Interestingly, you do not have to quit your full-time job to start earning from your skill set. Well, that's where we wrap it up today on Eye on the Money, but you can keep the conversation going on our social media pages at Metropole TV KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't go anywhere because we have so much more amazing programming coming your way. I've been your host, Ingrid Nantege. Have a wonderful day.